Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CANN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis before a few times in the past last week, so that is where this green line annotation is coming from, and that's what's going to kick off the updates that need to be made. And this update is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So $4.20 was that level of support, but now that the price is below it, this would be considered, that near-term level of resistance. In the event the price can get back up above 420, next key level is going to be that purple line right there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average, for the same reason as 420, meaning this was a level of support, but now that the price is broken below the 50-period, you would now expect it to act as resistance. As far as the overall chart is concerned, the bulls are still in full control, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. But has the chart lost some of its attractiveness? Yeah, absolutely. Now, keep in mind, though, there's a big difference between being totally ruined and losing some attractiveness. The reason it has lost some of its attractiveness is because it's not only broken below that purple line, the 50 period, but then continue to separate to the downside. And for those of you that have watched my videos in the past, maybe you remember me saying that, hey, you know what? As long as the price stays above that purple line, the bulls 100% are in control. The bulls 100%, are in full health. Well, no, now that the price is below it, again, is the entire chart ruined? No, but you can't sit here and say that the bulls are in 100% control either, because the price, or I should say the bulls, are starting to show some signs of weakness. So as far as next potential areas of support are concerned, next key one right here at 365, and I made a comment about how the overall chart is still bullish. What do I mean by that, especially after such a big pullback? Well, I'm not saying this will happen, but just to kind of answer that question, let's say the price actually does come all the way down to 365, right around there, do something like that, and then start to work its way back upwards. Even if that were to happen, what would you still have from a big picture perspective? Well, you'd have a set of lows there. You'd have this set of lows right there. You'd have that lows down there. You picture each of these as stair steps, and the big picture stair steps would still be going in the upwards direction. So sure, that's not preferable, but again, assuming you care about more of a broad time horizon, the bulls, even with the pullback today, do still have an opportunity to build a higher base, and that's the name of the game. If you're interested in building those long-term uptrends, got to put in those higher lows. So we'll see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.